Oh yeah, it's Monday. You know what that means? Black Clover! Anyways, leaving off of last week's episode, we are right back to where we were before, where Nacht is talking to Asta about teaching him how to use his devil power. And it turns out that Nacht's devil is able to manifest itself in the real world, although more like a familiar form. And when I mean familiar, I mean like in the D&D terms, like it's just a smaller version of its true self. Nacht's devil makes a short joke at Asta, and Nacht is quick to point out that he's also short, and then the devil basically explains that this isn't his real form. So that's where I get my idea about the familiar. And going forward, every time I say Nacht, it's out loud. It makes me think of Noctis from Final Fantasy 15, so it's really weird because they shorten his name and Nacht in the game a lot and call him Nacht, so I don't know. The devil that Nacht uses, his name is Gimodillo, G-Devil. Let's call him G-Devil. That's easy. Nacht basically explains that his promotion to vice captain was not Yami's idea, and it's something that was arbitrarily decided. And Nacht basically doesn't like Yami. He's only been to the base one time because he's been undercover this for seemingly several years in the Spade Kingdom. Asta proceeds to ask Nacht to train him now, but Nacht basically slows him down and tells him it's time to rest. And then we get kind of a flash forward to the Magic Knight captain's meeting, which was teased in last week's chapter. Yami's secret fan club, who I like to call Charlotte and Jack the Ripper, they're both being very tsundere, but also super concerned about Yami in their own ways. Like Charlotte would have put up her hardened appearance, but in reality she was super worried about Yami and saying she hadn't told him that she loved him yet. And Jack was being, a complete jackass, basically, but he secretly was going to run off to the Spade Kingdom and try to save Yami on his own, and the rest of the Magic Knights stopped him. Yuno is really, really emo right now. He's not really happy about what happened to his captain. He's got dark circles under his eyes. Looks like he hasn't slept in a while, or, maybe that's just the way it perceives to me, but it looks like Yuno's not having a good time whatsoever. And we still don't know what's happening with Noelle. So the Magic Knight captains kind of fight amongst themselves and try to figure out what they're going to do next. Julius is present, but Julius doesn't really say much of anything. It's mostly among the captains. And then at the last minute, Nacht shows up. And hang on a second. How strong is this guy? Like, he's holding Asta like it's nothing. I don't know about you, but Asta's always been really buff from the beginning, but during the 6-month time skip, he had to have put like 15 to 20 pounds of muscle on, and Nacht here is just holding with one arm like, who cares? Like he's a body pillow or something. We still don't know much about Nacht, and if he's anything like the other Magic Devil users, he's got one power that's his own, and then his devil has a power too. And what we've seen on display with the hand power, we don't know whose power set that is. I would imagine that might be the devil power set, but who knows. But Nacht comes up, basically kind of lambasts the rest of the crew, and basically tells everyone to be quiet because he's probably going to start talking in the next chapter. So yeah, that's this week's chapter. Not really action-packed at all. Another informational chapter. I would imagine we're going to get two or three more of these. We still need to figure out what's happening with Noelle. That's going to be explained. She'll maybe show up in the next chapter, I would imagine. And then we're going to get a game plan and get going to the Spade Kingdom, and I can't wait. So if you like these, go ahead and give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Tune in every Monday. I do Black Clover content, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.